I believe that we're seeing stronger leadership in the world during 2009. I think the election of Barack Obama has made a very big difference in the US position. I think that China is going ever more deeply into the practicalities of this issue, how it cuts back on emissions. I believe that the 12th five-year plan, starting in the beginning of 2011 for China, will be a plan of low carbon growth. So we're seeing real movement here. But will it be fast enough? Will it be enough for the world as a whole to get that strong agreement? The answer is only if the people of the world insist that it be so. I think world leaders are seeing climate change as not simply an environmental problem. It's an economic problem. The costs of ignoring climate change are devastating. The costs of investing in new technologies are perfectly acceptable and will actually produce, I think, a real surge of growth, of low carbon growth with these new technologies. It'll be a bit like the railways, like electricity, like the motor car, like IT. So the costs of action are probably much less than some people think because they're going to generate a great flow of opportunities. So it's environmental, it's economic, but it's also about security. If we leave climate change unchecked, the world over time will be plunged into more and more severe conflict as people are forced to move, as their land becomes desert, or their land goes underwater, or their land is in the path of increasingly violent hurricanes. People will move on a massive scale. This is a security issue because when people move on a massive scale, you get conflict. So there are these different ways of looking at it which politicians have to look at in their entirety. Environmental, economic, security, and not just the security of conflict, which of course the most important side of security, protecting against conflict, but energy security and the stability of our economies too. So this is a very, very broad issue, and the politicians of the world shouldn't see it as an environmental sideshow. It's the most important issue facing the world in the 21st century.